Hello, I'm Jeffrey McFarland-Johnson with JohnSong Music. When Western musicians play within a single key signature, they have to think in terms of a concept that I call the tonal pyramid. While playing, you don't just think about the key signature that you're playing in, but you also think about the various scales and chords that are embedded within that key signature. All of those various related pitches are organized within the two genders of music, major and minor. And realize that all the pitches that are possible in Western music are contained within the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale contains 12 different pitches that are separated by half steps, minor seconds, or semitones apart. There are 13 pitches in the chromatic scale if you have the tonic note at both ends. These notes include natural pitches and accidental pitches. The natural pitches are notes that just have the letter names, and the accidental pitches are notes that are letter names with sharps or flats added, like E flat, G sharp, B flat, or C sharp. A strange fact about accidentals is that when you say the accidental note, you say the note name and then the accidental. But when you write an accidental in music notation, you first write the accidental sign and then the note head. The sharps in the chromatic scale can also be labeled as flats. This is known as enharmonic, where a sharp equals a flat. For example, A flat equals G sharp, or F sharp is also G flat. But key signatures contain all sharps or all flats. You don't combine sharps and flats together in a key signature. However, both sharps and flats can be used to spell chords, especially sevenths, ninths, 11ths, and 13th chords, as well as diminished and augmented chords. This is an illustration of the tonal pyramid in A. I realize that there exists many extra chords and scales that can be added to this tonal pyramid. But what I wish to show you are the most relevant note sequences that exist in this hierarchy. At the top, you see you have the tonic pitch. The tonic note is the most important note. The tonic is like the king on a chessboard or owning boardwalk in Monopoly. And at the very bottom of the tonal pyramid, you have all 13 half steps from tonic A to A. The second most important note is the dominant, or the fifth step. This is where your music alphabet comes in handy. For determining the dominant note in this key, you have to count A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to find out that E is the fifth note above A. Therefore, E is the dominant pitch in the key of A. The next level are the triads, and triads come in two flavors, major and minor. And I listed the minor triad first, which is A, C, E, and then the major triad, A, C sharp, E. Major and minor are interchangeable. By that, I mean that one is not more powerful or important than the other. The use of major or minor is a key ingredient in unlocking the emotional power in music. For music is organized sound and silence, and pivoting major intervals and chords with minor ones gives life to a musical rendering. So, moving down our tonal pyramid from 3-note triads, we move to the 6-note pentatonic scales. We find that there are two forms, major pentatonic and minor pentatonic. They both contain 5 pitches, thus their name. In addition, there is the blues scale, which adds the flatted 5th scale degree. Then you move down to diatonic scale forms in major and minor. Diatonic means that the note names are in successive alphabetic name order. So here we have A major, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. However, if you begin on a different step of the major scale, you are then playing in the Greek modes. The major scale is known as the Ionian Greek mode. If you begin on the second step of the major scale, in this case B, and treat that pitch as a tonic and go from B to B, then you are in the Dorian mode. If you begin on step 3, you are in the Phrygian mode. Step 4 is the Lydian mode. Step 5, Mixolydian. Step 6 is Aeolian, which is the natural minor scale. And if you begin on step 7 of a major scale, you are in the Locrian mode. In our Western music, there is only one major scale form. However, there are 3 minor scale forms where the second tetrachord changes. A tetrachord is the first or last 4 notes of an 8-note scale. So the second tetrachord changes to form the natural minor, the ascending melodic minor, and the harmonic minor scale. Then at the bottom, we have the chromatic scale, which forms the foundation of the tonal pyramid. If you count all the forms in the tonal pyramid, you come up with 21 different note formations. This includes the augmented and diminished triads and the 7 Greek mode forms. Counting the enharmonic pitches in the chromatic scale, you come up with 17 different tonic note names. So 17 note names times 21 note forms gives you a total of 399 note formations that the dedicated musician has to internalize fluidly and be fluent with at a moment's notice. Now, that may seem like a lot to have to know, but it really isn't, because there are many alphabetic and intervallic similarities between the 17 tonal pyramid forms. So, probably the best way to begin memorizing these pyramid forms is to first learn the tonal pyramid in C and progress through the circle of fifths until you get to the keys of C sharp or C flat, the keys with 7 sharps and 7 flats in them. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that C flat is B natural, B sharp is C natural, F flat is E natural, and E sharp is F natural. So you have those pitches to digest as well. The task seems daunting, but it is quite doable. And if you begin early, you can really indelibly internalize your tonal pyramids in, say, 15 to 20 years' time. This is why it is so important that you begin your music journey at a young age, so that you have the time to invest in putting your ducks all in order. However, we musicians are intelligent beings. We may not have the ability to generate exceedingly vast amounts of revenue, but we are highly organized individuals with a great skill in separating sound into minute detail. I hope that this explanation gives you a broader perspective of music, and that you are able to go forth with confidence in your musical journey. If you want to learn more about the art of music, then please purchase a copy of my new book, A Visual Approach to Scales and Chords on Guitar. It's published by JohnSong Music and is available in Kindle format through Amazon.com for a cost of $9.99. It's a handy reference source when you need one for answering basic music questions. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to be inspired through music.